So in this lesson, we will cover the underhanded stitch braid method. So it's a different hand placement than the overhanded method. So everything is the same as far as the mold goes, as far as the anchoring and passing from side to side. But our hands are going to be placed a different way, and we're going to be using different fingers when it comes to doing the actual anchor. Now where you anchor it at and how you anchor over top of the stitch that you already created, all of that is going to be the same, but your hands are going to be different. We have our three pieces here, A, B, and C. So I'll show you guys on with both screens really quick the difference between the way our hands are gonna approach the braid. This method here is the overhanded with our hands like this, and this is underhanded. So I'm gonna show you guys the underhanded in this lesson. Alright, so we got our three pieces here, and you guys can see our hands are not placed the same way. I also went ahead and split my mold into two sides to make sure I keep everything neat. So in doing this, you're going to have a tight grip on the piece that you are anchoring. As you guys can see, I'm gripping it with my whole fist, just leaving out my pointer and my thumb. I'm going to anchor everything with my pointer finger, and I'm going to go underneath the middle with my thumb and grab with my pointer and my thumb from the other side. So we're going to be doing all the work with just these four fingers, our thumb and our pointer finger. I'm going to anchor with my pointer. I'm going to take my thumb underneath. So I'm not going to take my pointer underneath. So this is wrong. This is the overhanded method. I'm going to take my thumb underneath and grab the far side. And I'm going to anchor C. My thumb is going underneath that middle piece, which is B, to grab A. Anchor with my pointer, underneath the middle with my thumb, and now I'm going to start my stitches. So you can stitch with your comb or your pinky finger, whichever one is easier for you. I will say that it is slightly uncomfortable when you are doing the stitches with your pinky and you have your hands overhanded. Also, go ahead and take a note that if you do decide to do the underhanded method, so the way your hands is placed, their head is going to have to be pointed back towards you most of the time, so just keep that in mind. And I'm anchoring right over top of that stitch and grabbing the far side. So everything is the exact same. As you guys can see, we're still anchoring over top of that stitch. We're still bringing in that stitch into the point where our pointer finger and our thumb is, but our hands are just placed a different way. I did find that my stitch tends to be a little bit tighter when it comes to doing this method versus the overhanded method. However, it is just a little bit uncomfortable. It will take some time to get used to if you do decide to take this route instead of the other route. So as you guys can see, stitching with the pinky for me, it was a little wavy. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when I stitch with the comb, doing it the underhanded method. Anchor and be really nice and close when I make that pass because I don't want that stitch to come up. So you guys can see right there that the stitch that I created with the comb is a little bit neater than the stitches that I've already made with my pinky. Definitely try both. Try using the pinky and the comb if you are deciding to do this underhanded method. Try both and see what you're most comfortable with. Also, I will say that if you're able to use another finger besides using the pinky, maybe using your pointer finger or your middle finger or your ring finger, that may be easier for you as well. Definitely, if you are a beginner, experiment with it to see which one is most comfortable for you and which one will bring you the better outcome.